Hello, my name is MD Muladas Hussain, and your name?
Marcus.
Glad to meet you, Marcus.
Nice to meet you.
I'm very glad that you are here. And you know that I'm a professional counselor, and at the very beginning of our counseling session, I would like to introduce some of the rules and regulations so that you can feel comfortable. So, first of all, I would like to say something about the confidentiality because you know the trust is most important thing in our life. So our counseling sessions, every information she will give me, I will keep in safe. You don't have to worry about it. Nobody will know anything about that. So can we start?
Sure.
Okay, I'm very glad. Thank you. So first of all, I would like to ask you that what makes you come here?
Um, One of my professors said I should come. I've been struggling in my classes, just showing up and starting a new job. So it's a lot of transitions in life, starting school, starting a new job, and then just trying to balance everything, living on my own, trying to pay my own bills. It's a lot of things going on all at once. So it's quite hectic, and it's just trying to find balance in between everything. And somebody said you might be able to help me.
Okay, that sounds good. So you told that you want to balance your life.
Mhm.
It means your professional life, your jobs, and your academic life, right?
Everything, all like the
All that stuff.
professional, academic, and personal life.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about you.
Well, I'm 28. I no kids, never been married. I live by myself in Beaumont. I go to school and work in Beaumont, and my family's close by. They live right outside of Beaumont, so I've got everybody close by, and have a younger brother. He's married, and then a half brother and half sister, but they're like 13 and 8, so very young. I don't see them often, maybe once, twice a month. Parents are divorced. Started Graduated college in August. Started a new job. Been working 40 hours a week in a very demanding mental health profession, doing casework. And so I thought I was all right. I thought I didn't need any help. I thought I was, strong and could take care of my own problems. But I realized, sometimes we need help the most. But it's just that, and then taking some classes at Lamar, thinking about getting my master's. So been taking some classes, and it's just kind of been struggling a lot, trying to balance it all and get everybody taken care of, and make sure I have the apartment and the bills paid, and then keeping the job up so I can pay for all this. And then when I spread my money out between the apartment and paying for school and everything, and then my car is always having problems and stuff. It's just not a lot of money, and it's feels like I can't get ahead anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's The harder I try, the harder things get.
Okay,
Mhm.
no problem. I think as you have said that you are 28 years old but not married,
Mhm.
you have job, but you at present
Mhm.
you are going to get another new job, 40 hours most probably per week. You have to work and
Mhm.
more demanding. It means that it's one kind of valuable job, uh, very much lucrative towards you,
Mhm.
and you are living alone
Mhm.
and your family is living pretty close to you. Your younger brother is married and you have some step brothers and sisters too.
Mhm.
I think that everything you have mentioned is actually tremendous.
Mhm.
It's tremendous that you are in a good flow
Mhm.
of you know, societal approval, money, abundance, everything. So but a little bit I guess that the problem that you are at present suffering is actually pretty much composed from your family, from yourself, and from your job,
Mhm.
right? And you are graduating yourself from the university.
Mhm.
So you are doing a great job. Great job.
Yeah. Well, thank
I'm very glad to know that you are in a very good balancing life, but still you want to uh, balance everything. If you want to balance everything,
you. Mhm.
then obviously we'll find a way. So uh, tell me something about your academic career that you were talking about the transitions from one transitions to another transition. So how you're the first academic schools and how you have uh, get in the another. So what transitions you
Uh,
got?
well, like I said, I graduated in August with my bachelor's in social work, and that took several years to accomplish, just because a lot of life things happened, relationships and moving and whatnot, and uh, but then I got on track and finished, and so that was August, and then got a job because I wanted to put that to work. So I've been doing that since about October, and it's a lot of work and demanding things to get done, and it seems like there's more things that need to get done than there's time to get done, so I can't get everything taken care of. So it's always
Okay.
so there's that, and then with classes, I take classes at night, and it's good. It's just it's with the extra workload and stuff. It kind of seems kind of hard at times to balance it because it's like I only have such a short amount of time. Do I do the extra work that I have, or do I do the homework and stuff that I need to do? Because it, it other people have done it before and made it work. I just don't see why I can't make it work. So maybe it's time management or it's discipline. I can procrastinate at times, but it's just and I know work has to be most important because if I don't work, I don't pay the bills, and then don't lose the
Yes.
yeah, you gotta have money.
So you understand the consequences of procrastination, right?
Yeah, it's the procrastinate. Yeah, that's great. I see the problem. I don't know how to fix the problem.
Yeah. So I hope we can fix our problem.
Hmm.
So that's not a big deal anymore.
Hmm.
So I would like to know more about the relationship that you were talking about during your academic life, maybe from the one transition to another
Hmm.
you were talking about.
Well, I guess when I graduated, it took some time, and I guess I could get by with slacking off some during the undergrad degree. Not that I tried to. The further I got in it, the more serious I became, and so I was serious. And when I got to the master's level, um, I realized it was the big leagues. It's no joking around, and everything's serious, and I respect that, and I take that serious. But it's just so much time. And I don't want to quit. I don't want to give up. But it's because I see other
Good.
people that have done it with much more obligations. Like one of my coworkers, she's married and has kids, and she's a supervisor. She has many responsibilities. So I see that she can get it done, but I wonder why I can't get it done with less. But it feels like I've got more to do than she does as far as workload. But I don't know. It's just I think it's a time management thing. So just trying to balance of what needs to be done, and especially like during the semester when you're taking three classes, and it's like what's due what week for what class, and am I supposed to, was this due, and then damn it, I missed the deadline, and well, let me try to fix this, but while I'm fixing this, there's this other one that I so it's tough. It's just
Yeah, obviously,
hmm.
obviously that most of the students who are having graduating in the universities and they have different type of workloads and they have to maintain their family, their personal life, and with their academic studies. So
Hmm.
it's obviously it's a very tough job. I'm not blaming all the time. You are always blaming yourself that it is most probably the time management. I think you, till now, whatever you have done successfully.
Hmm.
You have completed your college degree, high school degree. You had relationship. Most well, I don't know whether you are continuing your relationships or not, but you have everything what actually you need in your life.
Hmm.
You have family. You have totally personal congruence.
Hmm.
So, so tell me a little bit more about your work. What type of job you are doing?
It's casework, so I help people find jobs. They're people with mental health
Oh,
diagnosis, things.
great!
Yeah,
Oh,
so it's
great!
appropriate. It's getting real good
So
experience.
it seems like that you can find a job for me too.
Yeah. But it's yeah, so helping people with like depression, schizophrenia,
Yeah,
bipolar disorder, stuff like that. Working to help them find jobs, but also helping
great.
them.
That's great. Yeah.
So it's good, but then not only addressing the job skills, but any other issues that might come up that need help working on barriers and stuff and goal setting. So it's great. So there's a caseload, and I guess right now I've probably got 20 or 25 people, um, and I try to see them all probably once a week or once every other week, and then it's just I feel like sometimes I kind of take on some of that stress, like they get upset they might not be able to find a job, and then so I kind of take that on. I take it personal too because I want my people to succeed, but Whew,
That's
it's
that's cool, man. That you are doing such a great job that which actually helping the people. That's a great. I think you are a very good human,
mhm.
and you have the feelings of humanity. You are helping. You are doing such type of job which is helping about people. Wow, that's very fantastic. But I don't think that you are feeling stressful in your working load. Do you?
It's not, no, it's really enjoying it. I like the people I work with,
Yes, that's
but it's
cool.
just, it's all the paperwork that you have to do and keeping track the records and stuff.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
that's where it gets difficult because, you see somebody for an hour or an hour and a half that you have to go document what you've done. And so that takes another 15 minutes. But if you don't have time, if you got somebody scheduled, you have to put that original, it's back to back. So it's like you don't have time. So then at the end of the day, you still
Okay.
have to revisit. So it's
So,
just
it's most probably pretty much time consuming, right?
very much.
It requires time.
Oh, yeah.
So, and as you are a person of many things, I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are having your family connections, your academic connections, and then your job and your personal things, and then you have to pay the bills or everything,
Hmm.
and you are a bit suffering from the time management, right? That how to manage all the times. Am I right?
Hmm.
So I hope that yeah, most of the people, they are working in different organizations. They have family too,
Hmm.
and they most of them sometimes they are having degree. They're doing some sort of research or something like that. But yes, obviously, in your case, that yeah, time management is obviously we have because we have only 24 hours.
Hmm.
Whatever we want to do, we have to do everything with these 24 hours.
Hmm.
We cannot enlarge our time. We cannot make it 25 or 26 hours per day.
Yeah.
So it's 24 hours. So we have to make a plan that within 24 hours.
Hmm.
But we are very much lucky enough that we have at least the time frame that 24 hours,
Hmm.
so so that it's very, isn't it very easy to manage the time within 24 hours? If we think about that, we have the 24 hours. Within the 24 hours I can do that sort of things.
Hmm.
Isn't it easy, or you feel difficult?
No, I think it's true. It's just trying to get everything done in the 24 hours. I'm like, what must get done today, and then what can maybe slide to another day, and then sometimes it's all frustrating, and it's just like the hell with all of it. If I can't, if I can't do everything well, why do anything at all? I don't want to do some things good and some things bad. So
Yeah, you're right that everything you want to do cannot be perfect. Okay, sometimes you do mistakes, and sometimes the things will be good, and sometimes some things will be bad. It's not a big deal. Everybody is not out of mistakes, so everybody has some good activities. Even though you don't try to make some bad activities, but some things become unsuccessful.
mm,
So that's not a big deal or big issue. You should not think about that you are guilty for that.
mhm,
So I think you are in a positive mood because you understand your jobs, and you feel your jobs, and you like your job, isn't it?
mhm.
So the all you need is just to manage the time. That's not a big deal, I think. So let me know something about your academic activities, that how you manage your time in academically. Is this also, do you think that your academic setup is pretty much stressful or helpful for to cope up with?
uh, I think it's helpful in that it ties in with my job, so I'm kind of able to practice some of the things I learned in the academic setting. But as far as like the workload, it's tough because, like I said, sometimes at the end of the day, if there's leftover work from to do, it's by the time I get home at 5:30 or 6 and have something to eat, uh, there's only a couple hour window, and so it's like, well, do I finish the paperwork from earlier in the day? And sometimes that's not even an option because you have class. So you
Yes.
go to class, and then you have that even smaller window of time afterwards. So it's like, well, I use this time to make up the work stuff. Well, there's no time for school. So the next day, you don't have school, but you still have more work stuff to do. So you have to make up the homework and stuff that you've done or you're behind on. Yeah, so it's just
Okay, as you are mentioning that the work you are doing and the academic studies you are doing are pretty similar.
mhm,
So what you are learning, you can apply in your working place, right?
mhm,
So, that's also pretty good that how closely you can observe your time frame.
mhm,
So you are doing such a job, you have such a academic studies that which are helping each other,
Hmm.
so you don't have to manage other time for your study or manage other time for the work activities, so
Hmm.
it's pretty similar. So I think that it's very easy for you to manage your time. But you are talking about something that at your home that you want to take relax or rest over work. What does this mean? Rest over work means the works that you cannot finish during your office time.
Hmm. Oh yeah, there's leftover just because like if you're seeing people, for an hour or 2 hours, whatever, and then by the time you're done with that session, there's paperwork to be done, but it's already time to see the next person, so you can't do the paperwork. So the paperwork, then it's the next person and the next person. By the end of the day, you've seen all your people, but you still have a whole lot of paperwork to do. But it's already 5 o'clock, but it's got to get done. So you just move it to it kind of bleeds over into your home life, and so you're spending the home time trying to make up for the work that you're supposed to. I guess you're expected to get it done, but so it's got to get done. There's no, so you have to make it a part of your home life, I guess. And so, like even on the coffee table this morning when I left, I saw several different things of, and I was like, oh man, I gotta do all this, and so. But it's just, yeah, so that's what my home life is it kind of bleeds over into work and stuff. So it's not getting burned out, but it's maybe frustrated that there's just so much to do, and I can see, I know it's not a forever job, and it's an entry level position for somebody just getting out of college, so I'm very grateful for it. It's great learning, but it's a lot to be done, but it motivates me to keep working harder, so it motivates me to work hard so I can get all the experience, but also to finish school so I can move up in a job or a company somewhere where there's maybe not a different type of stress. I know all jobs have stress or obligations, but maybe a different type because I see my bosses and stuff don't have the same struggles and worries that I do.
Okay, that's okay. That's you are right. That the entry level job usually you have to do a lot of things
Hmm.
because you are the learner.
Hmm.
You are not the boss of your organizations.
Oh,
But
right.
one day you will become the boss. But before that, one day if you want to become a boss, you have to learn
Hmm.
what is the foundations of the job, what type of job you are doing, and how you will have to accomplish different type of activities of the organizations, and how you can handle with the people, different issues, different cases.
Hmm.
So you understand that, right?
Hmm.
So I think did you discuss with your problem with your boss? Because I guess that the work that at the same time you are following up some patients or clients,
Hmm.
and you have to keep up his documents
Hmm.
for do it later,
Yeah.
and you have to finish first of all the focusing on the people, and later on you're focusing on the papers. Am
Hmm.
I right?
Right.
So you did you talk about that at the same time when you talk about the people or face any client, or you you will have the time to complete the paperwork?
I did. We talked about it one day, and she suggested, and she said she does it is what's it called? It, it's I forget what the word is, the title of what it's called, but you document while you're in the session, so you kind of do your paperwork at the same time, not during so much, but towards the end, like you save 10 or 15 minutes towards the end, and then you stop the services, but you more stop doing what you're working on, but you review what the whole session was about. So it's like, well, what did we work on here today? What were some of the things we achieved, and what are some of the things we're going to keep working on for next time? And so you kind of review the session with the client. I think it's called, is it smart documentation? Anyway, but it's almost like doing your paperwork with the client, but at the end, so you're not interfering with the services. You're just kind of tying it into the services.
Okay, so she just tried to convince you.
Hmm.
You convinced by her?
I tried it a couple times, and it does work when I can do it, but I still don't like. I feel like I'm doing a disservice. I know that's probably not true, and that's just some. Uh,
Okay, maybe this is their hierarchy. So
hmm.
there are some organizations, they have particular rules and regulations,
Hmm.
and they have framed that rules and regulations, and every employee must have to cope up with that rules and
Hmm.
regulations. So we have no options
Hmm.
to avoid this. So So at least you have tried your best to avoid that kind of
Mhm.
workloads, because sometimes you told that your familiar life is pretty much hampered,
Mhm.
because whenever you're going back to your home, so you are not taking, you do not have much time to take rest or something along those lines,
Mhm.
or any sort of refreshment. Even you do not, when you are going to the morning breakfast table, you see a lot of papers
Mhm.
there. So yeah, it's really, I think obviously every person must have a familiar life to enjoy, and and yeah, it's actually really annoying.
Mhm.
You whatever you're working in a workplace, so you have to finish over there, and in your family you have to give them time,
Mhm.
because you have a family life, but you are taking your office at your home.
Mhm.
That's the problem. I understand that. But in USA especially, every people are working at least 8 hours, at least 8 hours per day. But most of the people who are living hand to mouth, they're working more than that.
Mhm.
And even their family life, their working life has become mingled.
Mhm.
There is no difference between what is their family life and what is their professional life.
Mhm.
So they have mingled each other. They are working too hard,
Mhm.
and through the working they are learning how to accomplish different type of activities.
Mhm.
So in a sense that it looks pretty odd that every person should have a familiar life, and every person should have a professional life that should be separated from each other.
Mhm.
So but whenever we work in a organizations, so the organizations has different type of activities.
Mhm.
So the organizations that you have chosen, you like that activity,
Mhm.
you love that activity, you love people, and you love helping people.
Mhm.
That's a great and generous uh, mind of you,
Mhm.
I guess. But every good things at least a bad effect.
Mhm.
So you are enjoying your work,
Mhm.
but at the same time, you have little bit problem with the time
Mhm.
management, because some of the workload you have to bring it back to your home.
Mhm.
That's the problem that you are suffering from.
Mhm.
But as you have said that this is the entry level job, am I right?
Right.
It's the entry level job. So any of the entry levels, so far as we are concerned, in different type of organizations, even in entry level job, you have to learn more,
Mhm.
learn more. That must take time. Am I right?
Mhm.
So I think that you will be easily cope up with when you overcome the entry level job.
Mhm.
Am I right?
I think so. Yeah.
So one day I think you will overcome that problem, that you can manage your time, because when you have just started, right?
Mhm.
So once you are a student, regular student, you had the family life and academic life,
Mhm.
and later on you have added another activities in your life, that is your job. So most of the time of your life is taking the job.
Mhm.
You are doing the job. So and that's actually uh, not a big deal. So whenever any person adds something in his life, so it will be very difficult for managing the time at the first stage,
Mhm.
because we have added a new thing. We have, suppose we have uh, $4,000. So we have four members in our family.
Mhm.
So we can share the 4,000 easily. But when you take another member in your family, then you will become five members.
Mhm.
So it will be very difficult for manage this 4,000 among the five.
Mhm.
So, but at first, the difficulties is at the first stage. But when you started managing the things, one day that will be easy. You will easily cope up.
Mhm.
Likewise, in your life, you have added another activities, that is job, which is love, which you like,
Mhm.
and the job which is very much desirable to you. But a little bit problem with the time management, because once you have 24 hours, and still you have 24 hours.
Mhm.
Once you have only family life and academic life, now you have three activities in your life: your job, your family life, and your academic life.
Mhm.
So you have to you have to divide this 24 hours among the three activities. So at the first stage, you are accustomed to divide it in two activities,
Mhm.
your academic and your family. But now you have to divide it into three activities, your academic, your job, and your family.
Mhm.
So at the first stage, you may feel a bit difficulty, but I hope you will manage these things. But there is one more thing that you are talking about, that you are not married. So do you have any plan to get married?
Not right away. I don't even think I could handle it right now. I think it's because just with the work and school, there's really no time. That would even probably make the time management
Hey,
system.
buddy. Sorry to stop you guys.
Oh,
This is a quiet flow.
Okay.
just a minute. We're going to finish. We're videoing these sessions for our academic activities. We're very sorry for that. So I hope that when you get married, then I think that your time management will be easy, because your life partner may share some of your activities, because she will become the part of your life.
Mhm.
So in on hand, you can share your thoughts, feelings, and you can vent out your pent up feelings, and then at the same time, your life partner will be the part of your activities too.
Mhm.
When you bring some activities at your home, then on day or so she will easily understand that what type of activities you are doing,
Mhm.
and she can help you to cope up with those things.
Yeah.
And especially you are talking about the bills, so it at least she can pay the bills on behalf of your life. So
Mhm.
I think you are in the positive flow.
Mhm.
You have a familial life, you have academic life, you have professional life, and if you start your conjugal life, I think that would be better for you.
Mhm.
That you can easily balance your everything that you was little bit confused about balancing, right? So
Mhm.
I think you will balance everything, because your wife is not going to take the uh, other part of your time of 24 hours
Mhm.
as your academic activities to family. She will become the part of your family, so
Mhm.
you are giving time to the family, and most of the time you are giving uh, to your family.
Mhm.
So she is not taking your other time. Most importantly, she will become one of the part of your life, so she may be helpful for you for every activities you are doing. So it would be very easy for you, maybe if you get married, then you can balance your time and everything.
Mhm.
So I think, is that okay?
That sounds good.
Okay, so through the discussions, I get down to understand that you are very much self-motivated person. You are a workaholic. You are doing job, and you are doing your academic activities at the same time. You are maintaining your family. You're living alone. Your brothers got married. Your younger brothers got married. So I think you are in a very good mood and good shape, and you are having a very healthy life. And I suppose your life is full of happiness, abundance, um, and prosperity. And as you have mentioned that you are self-sufficient, you are earning money by yourselves, and you are spending money for your refreshment or for your necessity. So through these discussions, I get down to understand that you are a very good guy. I'm very much, I feeling, personally, I'm feeling jealousy of you, and that you have a very healthy life you are leading, and it's very difficult to have life, such type of life.
Mhm.
So many people are struggling to having that kind of life, that everything in a life where everything you have. But I guess you are one of the luckiest one that you have, that is a very beautiful and good life.
Okay.
Thank you for coming in these sessions. I'm very much glad to meet you, and I hope that through the discussions you got every idea that which you can apply in your life.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
And I suppose we will be uh, meeting if we have any opportunity in our life, and we'll be a good friend, right?
Great. Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming here,
Yes.
and have a nice day.
You too.
Have
Thank
a
you.
great life.
Thank you.